What is the best way to know if you are actually overcoming retroactive jealousy? Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. And again, this video I want to share with you, this is a big question that I get asked a lot is, how do I know when I'm overcoming this thing? How do I know that the stuff that I'm trying is actually working? What's the best way to really know that I'm getting to the other side of retroactive jealousy? That I'm taking care of this condition once and for all? I want to share that with you today because I think the answer might surprise you. It might be very obvious, but at the same time, not as obvious as you think, because chances are you are at this state where you are overcoming this thing. You are at this state where you are starting to get to the other side of this thing. So we'll jump into that in this video today. But before we get started, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that'll activate YouTube's algorithm and get the video out to more people that need to see it. So I'd really, really appreciate it. So the best way to know that you are overcoming retroactive jealousy is this. You are getting more knowledgeable about it. You are understanding it more. You are understanding ways to overcome it more. You're getting this general idea of what it is and what you need to do to overcome it. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. That quote dates back from who knows how long. Knowledge is power. When you know you're going through it, that means you're on your way to overcoming it, if that makes sense to you. Just knowing that you are going through it and that you're not alone in this battle, that there's a name for it, that other people suffer for it, that's the most powerful part. Because I think probably when you started your journey with RJ, you probably thought you might be the only person that suffered from this. You didn't know it had a name. You didn't know what was happening. Probably most of us, like me, thought that it was my partner's fault, right? If only they didn't do it, I'd be okay. But the fact that you're here now watching this video, that you've figured out this term is called retroactive jealousy, that you're seeing that there's a huge community of people all over the world that suffer from this, and you're starting to learn about what it takes to overcome it, that's how you know you are on this path to overcoming it. That's really what it comes down to, okay? Just like watching a video like this or any of the videos on YouTube when it comes to this, gets the wheels turning, Taking a course on RJ, doing a coaching session on RJ, whatever it is, it gets the wheels turning into the motion, into the direction that you want to be, which is the way out, which is the path to freedom. Okay? It gets the wheels turning and allows you to think outside the box a little more. Okay? It starts allowing you to see retroactive jealousy as very much a you thing, right? That it's not the external that has to change. It's the internal that we have to change. And once we change the internal, everything else is easy. Everything else falls into place. Okay, that is the biggest step in knowing that you are going to overcome this. That is the biggest step when you are learning about it. Because again, when you gain that knowledge of how to do something, there's nothing holding you back from doing it except putting in the steps. But at least knowing that it's possible is so important. Because like I said, there's still millions of people, I guarantee you millions, that have no idea what this is. You know, that have no idea that other people are suffering from it because they have friends that they ask, hey, I'm kind of feeling this way about my partner's past. And their friends go, what the heck are you talking about? Why would you think about it? Just stop thinking about the past, right? And we know we can't do that. So the fact is, if you made it this far in knowing what retroactive jealousy is, knowing there's a name for it, knowing there's millions of people that suffer from it, knowing that there is a way out, just as there's millions of people that suffered, there's millions of people that have found a way out and have gotten free of it, and there's a way out. And just to continue listening and to gain the knowledge about it. Nobody can take that knowledge away from you that you learn. And the more and more knowledge that you learn, the more and more inspired action you're going to start to take to really overcome this thing. And there's so much power in that. So that's my answer to that simple question. The best way to know if I'm overcoming it, am I getting better? Yes, you are. If you're watching this, yes, you are. Now, I know there's steps and there's a process, and we talk about that in the other 200 videos on this channel, right? What you need to do. And you're going to be doing that stuff for a while. And you're probably not going to see a whole lot of results for a little bit of time. But every day that you do this, that you continue to do this, you are getting better. You are getting better. And I was reading a book the other day, and it talked about you have two selves. You have a present self and you have a future self. And your present self wants to enjoy things now, wants to get better now, wants everything to happen now. But your future self is the one that's going to be enjoying itself more when you do the things that are uncomfortable now. But we want to live so much in this present of, I want to feel good now, I want to feel good now, I want to feel good now. But the problem when we do that, our future self, when we get to the future self, we're still in agony, we're still in pain, we're still suffering. So we have to start living for our future self and knowing the stuff that we do today is going to affect the future self, the person a month from now, 2 months from now. And so when we get to becoming that future self, we can look back on our past self and say, thank God for doing this. Thank you for putting in these steps. It sucked, but thank you. You had to sacrifice some days, sacrifice some time, but you did it. Thank you so much. And you go, and it's a profound experience when we start doing things now that our future self will thank you for. Because all these things that we're doing, the meditation, the not doing the compulsive behaviors, whatever it is, all this stuff, it takes time. But doing them now solidifies that in the future, we will not be suffering anymore. It takes time to see results from this stuff. It's not going to be an overnight thing. You're going to go a lot of days where you don't see results. You don't feel results. Okay? But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not working. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, right? If you're putting in the steps day after day, it is working, and you're going to start waking up certain days in the future and be like, oh, I'm feeling better. It's not as bad today. Then you might have a lower day, but then you'll have like 3 higher days, and it'll get easier and easier and easier. And you look back and you'll just say, thank you. Thank you for learning this stuff to your past self. Thank you for going through this. Thank you for gaining that knowledge, because this knowledge is power. So you are overcoming retroactive jealousy. If you're watching this video right now, freedom is around the corner for you. You're gaining the knowledge. You're starting this out. You're becoming smarter. You're understanding what this is. And understanding what it is the most important thing. Understanding what it is so important, and you're there. You're here. It's going to happen for you. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Okay? Start doing things for that future self. And I promise you, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you, you will overcome this. Okay? This is not something you have to suffer from forever at all. In a month from now, you can be out of this thing. 2 months from now, you could be out of this thing. I've seen people that when they really started putting in the steps, it was just like this big aha moment. And within a week or two, they were out. It's a little bit different for everybody, but you can overcome this. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. Keep putting in the steps day after day after day, and understanding that you are making progress. You are making progress. Even though you don't feel it, even though you don't see it, you are making progress. And before you know it, you will overcome this thing. If you enjoyed the video today, please take a moment and smash the like button so we can get the video out to more people that need to see it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.